Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The one and only Sydney Sweeney joins us. Sydney, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Tom Hanks and Robin Wright in my favorite movie of the year. Guys, thanks so much for joining the show.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
One of my all-time favorites, Vince Vaughn, joins us right now. Vince, thanks, man.
Oh, great to be with you, Brad, and great to be talking to Houston. Good morning to you.
We got Owen Wilson. We got Judy Greer. Thanks for joining the show, guys.
Thank you.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
We got Anna Sawai joining the show. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brad.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking to talk to me funny, lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Paris Hilton, the infinite icon herself, is on the show. Paris, love the film.
Thank you. I'm so proud of it.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore!
Yeah, Brad Gilmore with ESPN and the CW. Leslie, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations on this series.
Thank you. Hi, Brad. Nice to meet you.
You as well. I want to jump in with a thing I've always wanted to ask somebody who has the credentials and the resume that you do when it comes to the world of television, which is putting together a pilot. I feel like this has to be the most difficult task for a series, in some ways even more difficult than the finale, right? Because you have to set up this world and do so effectively. How hard is it to put together a pilot?
Well, I love doing pilots. So, you had me at go. Yeah, I love setting up the world. I love seeing it come together. For me, if I read a script, and this is not a script I developed, this is something that was actually sent to me. And of course, I opened the front page and it said Imperfect Women. I'm like, what? Imperfect Women? That is the best title ever. So I should also add, there are plenty of imperfect men in this story as well. Because we are perfectly imperfect in all of our colors. But I love setting up the world. That's, that is the joy of it is, what does this world look and feel like to tell this particular story? Who are the characters that inhabit it? What are the themes of the show that are reflected in how you tell this story? And how do you set it up as it goes down the line? I mean, this one is particular, and I've done this many times because I've been doing, whether it's a limited series where I direct all of them or just doing the pilot or doing half of it, or doing a movie. Like, you have to create the whole environment for the story to live, both the macro and the micro, the interpersonal relationships and the big picture. And this was something where, again, there is a lot of pipe to be laid in the story. Because it's a psychological thriller, there are many layers involved in the storytelling and in the characters. So that's a lot to get into an hour or 50 minutes or whatever. And the balance of that is a tricky one and exciting because it's tricky.
Well, and you're right about the laying of the pipe, because I feel like in a pilot, what I found when I was watching the first episode of this series was I had so many questions that popped up in my head as scenes were unfolding. Like, oh, what does that comment mean? Oh, wait, how did this? Wait, what's their relationship? What's the backstory here? And I think that what makes an effective pilot is you're, like you said, setting so much up for the story to unfurl in episodes thereafter, I would assume.
And that's what you have to do, but hopefully make it interesting enough that you want to find out what happens in the subsequent episodes. When I read the pilot and read, the subsequent hours, one of the themes is things are not what they appear to be. and you have to look deeper to see what's really going on. So every step of the way, you're kind of unpeeling the story. And I thought it was going to go one direction, but it didn't go that direction. It went someplace else. Or I thought this character was one way, but they're not that way. They're actually this way. And that was really thrilling and exciting. And I think part of the storytelling was the fact that we're so focused on point of view. So you get to see the first 3 hours through Eleanor's point of view, then you have Nancy's point of view, then you have Mary's point of view, and then you see how it all ends, where you find the truth. It's a little Rashomon in that way, of multiple point of views that make up the whole. And that's very exciting storytelling to me.
Well, I think that's what I'm sure for you when putting together this pilot and producing, helping bring this story to life.
Yes.
What made it so juicy is because there's so many ways that it, the story goes. And I think as a viewer, for me, that's what I love is when I don't know what's going to happen. Now, to me, okay, one more question on a pilot. Do you have to look at because this obviously has some source material, and then of course, where the story is going to end up. Knowing that, do you have to kind of reverse engineer in order to be able to really facilitate a pilot that can launch the series?
Well, I think, obviously this was something where I think when we started, everything was written but the last hour, but we knew where it was going. So, we had all that information. I had read the book, but again, Annie Weissman, who is our creator, changed enough things. There were things that were similar, things that are different. And so where it's going, but you don't want the characters to be living out something they haven't had happen yet. They have to be in the moment that they're playing. But again, because we're playing with time and point of view, to know exactly where and when each of those characters are in the moment of what they know. And that's exciting because you can't slip over one side or the other.
And then when you already have this great writing, you have this great story, and then you have this incredible cast. This must have been a joy of a cast to work with.
Are you kidding? This is like a director's dream to have Elizabeth Moss, Kerry Washington, Kate Mara, and the men, Leslie Odom Jr. and Joel Kinnaman. And
yes,
yes, absolutely. And each of these women brings so much to each of these characters.
They really do. And I'm telling you that the first episode had me having to watch the rest of it immediately. That's how great the first show is and this entire series is. So again, thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you for the insight and congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Great to talk to you.